It is so fast-paced. I feel like I've only been here for a couple of rehearsals and we're already putting things together.
Just having these really long numbers, it's daunting, quite frankly.
Keeping all the plates spinning has been a lot this year.
The biggest challenge has definitely been making sure everybody's on the same page.
I said let them fail.
Since read-through, everything's been going pretty good.
Rehearsals have been going really well so far. We've only done it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and so far we've learned like a lot of the music, which has been really good. The music in the show is really amazing. It has some great harmonies and it's really powerful, so I've really enjoyed doing that, and now we're starting to combine the music with the choreography, which is even more fun.
The enthusiasm and preparation from so much of the cast has made this a really fun rehearsal process. We've gotten to spend a lot of time fine-tuning and working on style and character development. One of the biggest challenges that is a real learning opportunity in this show is really the style. It's different enough from a lot of other contemporary popular music or musical theater that we're not just focused on getting the timing right and the harmonies right, but there's a sense of feel and groove. If you're a music theory nerd, we're thinking a lot about like coming in ahead of the beat, or, you know, having a little bit of empty space before you sing and having that be part of the character work and something that you can really feel and hear in the vocals. Anais Mitchell's composition specifically just really brilliantly sort of takes these moments where you're talking and then it bursts into a song, or like other members of the cast on stage or of the band join in and then fade out to follow the action. So finding that feel on a deeper level so that we're sort of bringing you along with us into the story instead of just telling it to you, this is really, really important. And it's hard because it is continuous throughout the entire show. You know, there's always something else to be dialed into emotionally and to be responding to in the music.
A lot of the learning pieces that we've been doing have been going really well, and all of like our choreography and blocking is very, very intentional, which makes it a lot easier to remember because we know there's a reason behind it and we know what the reason is. And it's been fun. It hasn't quite gotten to the point yet where it's nerve-wracking, but it's also like, yeah, we need to like go over this when I go home. I need to work on my harmonies for this. I need to check what that particular footwork piece was. So we're still in the kind of chill stages, but like we know we've got stuff coming up.
I have 2 dance captains and they're actually both freshmen, which is great because I know I have them for 4 years. I have Molly Kilburn and Jillian Spinoza. Their role ends up being, because they are such strong dancers, to kind of be in the forefront and show everyone how it's supposed to look. They're also there for when I'm panicking and just need to have a break and like work through, okay, will this look right or will this look right? It's a lot. The 7-minute songs to choreograph. A, it's a lot for me to come up with. B, it takes so much longer to teach. And we realized that with Road to Hell. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to get this done hour and a half, easy peasy. And no, it took like the full I had 2 hours on it. And yeah, at the end I was like, oh, we ran it 3 times. Oh, that's essentially 20 minutes because you also have to like move everyone back into place. Just having these really long numbers, it's daunting, quite frankly. But once it's done, like once I got that one done, I was just so happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so good. It was worth it.
The way that I've developed working to try to build a complex set in a short amount of time is to pre-kit. I call it pre-kitting. This is a term from my professional life, of pre-assemble bite-sized subsections. Spend the time, you get all the cuts right, you cut 1,000 boards, all the right lengths, you stack them up, and then you pre-assemble little pieces of it. And then when the big build day comes, we just take all those little building blocks like Legos and boom, 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 boom. So this year I gave the kids, I gave them a cut list, and I gave them drawings of what the structures are supposed to look like. I showed them the first one and I said, go. Like, you're on your own, because I had to take care of a whole bunch of stuff. And they did it. It was a lot, because it's, there's a lot of, it needs to be square, it needs to all line up, it needs to be flat. It was a big ask for them, having never done something like that before. They pulled it off. There was some rework that needed to be done. It's like, nope, but those are all like how they learn. Is like, no guys, like those two pieces have to be touching, because the screws alone are not enough to carry the weight of someone standing on it. And those are very valuable lessons to really start to get them thinking about how to build safely. We spent 2.5 weeks prepping the stairs, and they went up in 2 days.
We have a great costumes team, and they are really putting their own spin on this show, and I know they're going to be amazing because I've seen some of them and I'm really excited for that.
Getting all the costumes in, Jake is doing a really good job with that, and Kira and I love the costumes people.
My name's Jake Beldekis. I'm a freshman, and I'm the lead costume designer for Hadestown. My role really in the shows is I try to get inspiration for the costumes. I then go through and find, what might work for what I want to achieve with these costumes. I hide like little symbolism pieces in a lot of them, because this is a theater show, so it's like, I want to be dramatic. For the costumes for this show, we were trying to use a time period of like 1890s France. So I really tried to take inspiration from that time period along with the original Hadestown costumes, while trying to stay away from them at the same time. So it's my own work.
Costumes has been spectacular for this show. Getting to play around with a lot of the symbolism with Persephone in particular, because she has like the growing flowers and like the dead black and red in the underworld, has been an absolute blast.
I think so far things are going great, because I myself was very excited for this show. So I had already started getting all my inspiration together. So I already had a good idea of what I wanted to do for the show. I'm already pretty far ahead, which is like a breath of fresh air.
We'll get something in like almost every day at this point, and we'll just be in like our study hall block and be freaking out over the rhinestones that just came in or the lace gloves for the fates, because the fates are nuts.
My name is Emily Hall, and I am playing Fate 1.
My name is Maria, I'm playing Fate 2.
My name is Kaya Dawn, I play Fate 3.
The Fates are described in the script as vicious and delicious, so we're kind of living by that. We are constantly tormenting the poor civilians, specifically Eurydice.
We're also like the Fates for Orpheus too. We taunt him as well. We're basically just like knowing what happens to them, and we're like, oh yeah, this is how it's gonna go down. There's nothing you can do about that.
As my first role, this is like so fun, because like I'm usually a really bubbly person, so playing someone that's really mean is, I feel bad for Eurydice, but like it's so fun to do.
This is my first time playing an evil character. Like I've been Lumiere and like Buddy the Elf, but this is the first time. It's definitely a different experience, but it's very fun, and I've been able to incorporate that into like my dancing and movement, being a lot more like smooth and maniacal.
This is also my first time playing like someone evil, because I just typically don't get cast as that. But I really love it. I love all the costume designs and all the character work that gets built into it. It is so much fun, and the music is great too. Learning all the harmonies. It's been a challenge, but like also it's been great once you get it.
Yeah. It's been so fun and tiring as well, but it's so fun to be like with them, because they're teaching me new things and I'm learning a lot. I get the middle harmony, which is one of the hardest harmonies for all three of us, which is challenging for me, but like I get to learn a lot and grow.
Today, very exciting, we are doing our first run through of Act 1. So everything in the first act and some things from the second act have been choreographed or blocked, and it's So exciting. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time.
I'm excited to run Act 1. Like, we've worked so hard.
The run-through of Act 1 went better than I thought it was going to be, only because it was kind of the first time we were putting all of the elements together. There have been times where we've incorporated the singing and the blocking, or the blocking and the dancing, and maybe a little bit of the singing and the dancing, but we didn't incorporate everything all together. So today was kind of a good litmus test to see what went really well and what still needs to be a little bit polished. But I will say, usually in the process for our musicals, we don't get to a run of Act 1 until maybe 2 weeks before the show. So the fact that we're already at 4 weeks away from the show and we're already running the acts is, I'm just going to say, it's pretty impressive. So I'm very, very proud of this group.
It is so fast paced. We're already doing a run of like what we have so far today, which is wild. Like, I feel like I've only been here for a couple rehearsals and we're already putting things together, but it's really coming together. And it's really cool to see it come together so quickly. So I know that we'll really be able to fine tune stuff when it gets close to the show dates.
I will say, I've done like shows in the past where the pacing has been slower, but since like we've had to get our rehearsal time cut down, but we have to stay here for longer hours, it really just like had us like put in more effort for this behemoth of a show. This is like 2 hours long, full music and
40 songs.
choreography. It's a lot. So I guess like that pressure like kind of like had us push ourselves to the fullest, and it's really showing. So it's gonna be great.
Kira Turner is my student director for this show. She's just been like my right-hand person when it comes to literally all things directing, and she, in the words of my choreographer Marina, is a treasure.
I got 2 of the smaller scenes to block completely on my own. So that's been a great learning experience in terms of, okay, I've got a blank script. I know what the words are, and that is it. Where do I want them going? What do I want them doing? How does that convey what the song is trying to say? And so that's been fantastic to work on. I'm actually getting to like block those on the stage today. And so I'm really excited for that one. Keeping all the plates spinning has been a lot this year. It's all been awesome stuff, but like February break was well needed, and I low-key can't wait for April.
It's evident that she just loves theater and just wants to be involved with as much of the, on the directing side process as she can.
Today we are doing a whole run through of the show with props for the first time. I didn't do that good today, but it's okay. We push past. We overcome, we persevere. The biggest challenge has definitely been making sure everybody's on the same page.
I want to talk a little bit about how we're going to get to the finish line on the music. This is a huge show. It is really long, it is really challenging, there's a ton of material, and I appreciate how much you have stepped up to lean on each other and to lead each other. And also, I see how that is not what we need to keep doing for the next 2 weeks. I see people who are tired, and I see people who are sometimes asking the person next to them for a note or assistance with music, or feeling like they need to offer that to the person next to them instead of being able to bring that vertically instead of laterally, instead of being able to bring that to an adult in the room. I said this once or twice famously to Allie Hall during a Descendants rehearsal. At the middle school, I said, let them fail. And I would like to say that to all of you. If there is someone who is standing next to you and you're worried that they're not pulling their weight musically, let them fail. Focus on you. Focus on what you are doing. I will notice, and if it is a hill worth dying on, I will try to find time to work with them on that. There are some things that are not going to be perfect, and that is also okay. No one has to be the hero of anyone except themselves. You all have a role to play. We've talked so much about how every person on stage has an arc that they bring to the vocal work that they're doing. Dial it back in to finding your arc. Let other people go, collaborate with them, play with them on stage, but don't feel responsible for how they're showing up, because it doesn't advantage you either to do that. And I want to see everyone be able to show up with their full self and their full energy. I believe in you, and you are here to be artists. You are not here to be everything to everyone.
We're putting everything together. We have costumes, lights, makeup, hair, sound, whatever. And because it's like our first time throwing all that together, it seems so chaotic and everyone is panicking. But I love that moment when it all starts to come together, when we start getting closer and closer to Tech Week and to our final shows. I feel like we're all so invested in our craft here, what our work is. And doing it with this cast of people that I care so much about, and putting it all together, telling that story for the first time rather than in their individual chunks, it's very, very special.